Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Calvin Russell here, CEO and founder 850 Club Credit Consultation. I know you guys sometimes see me mainly professional. Lately, I've been having on hoodies and all that type of stuff. But again, that's because I'm running around going crazy. It's a big week this week for the business. I'll get you guys more updates on next week. So bear with me for now. Today, I'm going to talk about real quick the first building that me and my wife bought. We decided to actually, instead of going with a single family home, we decided to go with a multi-unit building. I know there's a lot of people that are interested in buying multi-family buildings, and usually how it works is it's real simple. For those who don't know, with an FHA loan, you can go up to 4 units. Okay, that's nationwide, by the way. And we decided, based on our budget, we decided to go with the 2-unit building. Okay, this is the actual building that my wife and I purchased back when we were 25 years old. Okay, I'm showing it to you guys because we just signed the lease. This will be actually the 3rd lease that we've signed with this property. There's family. I don't want to be too loud, but there's family downstairs right now. So, but either way, I'm not going to give you guys a tour or nothing like that. But I know there's a lot of people in YouTube that talk about, how to buy rental properties and things of that sort. The problem is you don't know if they've actually bought rental property, and I'm not knocking them if they haven't, because you can most definitely learn from those who haven't. But at the same time, you can learn a lot more from those who have. Okay. And long story short, my wife and I, we bought this building when we were 25 years old at the time. And long story short, we were looking for a way to do 2 things. Number one, we wanted to build long-term wealth, okay? And people, sometimes when you say long-term wealth, that can mean a lot of different things, right? And so number one, what is cash flow? Cash flow is money coming in without you having to go work for it. So for example, let's say that you guys are working at your full-time job, which by the way, everybody works a full-time job. Everyone works a full-time job, and for the most part. And let's say you have a pension and, you got 401k, but when you break that down, when you actually stop working, the money normally stops coming in. With the pension, that's great. But sometimes the person outlives the pension, so the pension is not always going to be there. What about your family? And so we wanted something that we can pass down. Because if you notice something, a lot of people are not leaving buildings anymore. No one's leaving really land ownership anymore. And there's so many properties up for grabs. A lot of multifamily units, and you guys can easily purchase them. And that's what we did. So what we did was we bought a 2-unit building. And so when I'll be giving you guys examples, these are true stories, okay? And we bought a 2-unit building, and of course we stayed at the top, and then we put a tenant down at the bottom, okay? And the tenant they paid enough rent to cover the entire mortgage. So we was able to save our money up for 3 years, and then move out, get a single family home, and then put a tenant on the top floor as well. Now, if you got the person on the first floor covering the mortgage, you have the person on the second floor as extra income. Now, you still have the mortgage, right? So I'm 29 now. When me and my wife purchased this building, we were 25. So of course, with a 30-year mortgage, which we can pay off early if we want to, but let's just say 30 years. So in a 30-year mortgage, we bought it at 25. By the time we're 55, the building will be paid off, right? Now, let's just say you have this one building. So now by that time, rents are going to be, let's say in Chicago, that's probably going to be around like $1,200, I don't know, a floor, depending on what area you live in, right? So now you got over, let's say if it's $1,200 a floor, now you have over $2,400 a month coming in without you working. What if you bought a building every 5 years? I think that's realistic, by the way. We blow money anyway. We spend money anyway when we're out at, vacations, out at the club, whatever, right? And the thing about it is we have to be smarter with our money. Some of us get tax refunds, and I'm telling you, when you look at the numbers on these things, it's really, really simple. And it doesn't have to be like, in the worst neighborhood. It doesn't have to be in the best neighborhood. You can get something like in the mid-range, and that's what that's going to be for you. So as you guys can see here, let me make sure it's clean. So as you guys can see here, nice, 2-unit building, so tile floors, all that jazz, and updated cabinets or whatever. And either way, here's the thing. When you guys are watching, when I'm giving you guys information, I'm just letting you guys know. I try to be as real as possible. there's a lot of people, they are good at giving advice. And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing about it is, I don't care where you get information on. That's not the problem. The thing about it is that I want to show you guys that when I'm telling you something, it's coming from experience. I wish there were videos that I could watch back in the day. I really wish I could. And there were some, you know, but it's like, man, I wonder, you know, am I just, and you guys know me, I'm never trying to sell you anything. If you want personal help one-on-one, I can most definitely help you. But again, you can always depend on my videos too. I do probably now 3 to 4 videos a week now. And it just doesn't, I don't always want to spend time talking about credit. I want to spend more time before the end of this year talking about what you guys can actually do with credit. For those who don't know, I bought this 2-unit building along with my wife, and her credit was better than mine's. But I was the one that had the issue on my credit. My score, I had a repossession. I had an unpaid $6,000 repossession on my credit report at the time that we purchased this building. So that means 2 things. One, you can buy property with a repossession. I'm not saying that, hey, don't pay anybody. I mean, of course, the repossession, it was like 4 years old by the time that we bought the building. But again, it wasn't paid. And I was getting on a payment plan. I was like, okay, I got to get on a payment plan, right? They didn't care. They honestly did not care. Again, every lender is going to be different, but they could see that the income was there for both of us. The debt to income was there for both of us. And, you know, I want to show you guys how to do it. Either way, I'm going to have a lot more videos, a lot more classes and stuff like that coming up so you guys can see step by step. I know I did a video on, how I bought a house at 25. This is the house, by the way. So, but I want you guys to see it, because when you can see it, it's like, okay, this is real. Or I could be lying. I could just be in somebody's random house, right? So, but either way, I wouldn't waste that kind of time, I promise you. But either way is that you guys can do this. I hope these videos are being helpful. Please let me know if the videos are being helpful. You guys can give me ideas on stuff to talk about too if you want. So, but I know everyone's always in different places and stuff like that. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys saw the last video. There was a guy who reached out to me who lives in South Dakota. I don't know if he's watching the video. There's a guy who reached out to me. He lives in South Dakota, and there's no way I would have met him and been able to help him and, help him, with his credit and such. And it's just amazing what you can do with YouTube. It's so cool because, I didn't finish college. I had a 17 on my ACT 5 times. It was horrible, right? And I'm just not the best test taker. But I promise you, when people are trying to start a business or be serious about something, I promise you, I'm the guy to work with. I promise you I am. Sometimes this hat looks a little goofy on the video. So, but either way, I just want to let you guys know, if I can do it, you guys most definitely can do it. And, hopefully these videos are helpful. But that's what cash flow is. Cash flow is money coming in without you working for it. There's actually a board game that used to cost $300. I have it, by the way. It's called Cashflow. It's by Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know if you guys have ever played it. It's phenomenal. That's actually how me and my wife got into this whole game. This was the first building that we bought. And then, of course, you guys haven't seen the house, but you guys saw the house that we were flipping. And, of course, I was there. You guys will see my wife sometimes. So, but either way, just so you guys know, I know I don't promote it often. You guys are more than welcome to check out the Facebook page. I've always got stuff there. I'm going to do a client testimonial video so you guys can see how many people nationwide are being helped. I just helped a client today get a $7,000 limit credit card. So again, we're not bragging on the potential debt, because there's good debt and there's bad debt. So these videos are more helpful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So that's the thing, guys. That's what I do this for. I'm only trying to help people. You guys know me by now. I'm never trying to come off as bragging or nothing like that. But when I'm talking to you all, I'm talking to you all from experience. Does this stuff take work? It most definitely takes work, but it gets easier. Some people say, well, man, I don't want to be cleaning stuff. You don't have to clean anything, so I paid some cleaners to come and do that. So one business supports another. It said, well, man, I don't want to be scrubbing toilets. I don't scrub toilets. We hire plumbers for that. So well, I don't want to learn how to fix electricity. I don't know anything about electricity. I hire an electrician. But don't worry, I have a video on how to be a landlord that you guys gotta watch. And I still have it up on my website, by the way. A few people always email me back and forth about it. I do still have that video up. I'm going to put the link down below. And it's only $35, but I did an hour and a half with the Q&A at the end, which, by the way, If you guys purchase that, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. Not trying to sell you guys on anything, but that goes more into how to be a landlord, how to find tenants that won't leave you, and a whole bunch of other things. How to post a site, what to say on Craigslist versus what you say on Zillow and all the rest of them. How to list your apartment for free. Okay. What rent should you guys be at? A whole bunch of stuff. But hopefully, again, this information was helpful. But in short, that's what cash flow is. Money coming in without you working. But I want you guys to just do the math real quick. And let's say if you guys are 30, 25, if you're 40, everyone's watching this at different age ranges. If you buy a multifamily unit every 5 years, okay, let's say you start at 30, okay, so you buy one at 30, you buy one at 35, you buy one at 40, 45, and then of course 50. That's 5 properties, okay. So with those 5 properties, let's say that you're charging, let's say, $1,000 a floor, okay? So that's 5 properties. They got 2 floors. That's 10 floors, right? That's 10 units, okay? So 10 times 2, now you're making, what's that? So that's going to be, well, actually, yes, I hope the math is right on that. So either way, it's 10 times 1 actually. So, because again, that's 10 years, that's thousands a piece. That's $10 a month. I'm sorry, $10,000, $10 a month. Like, what are you talking about? That's $10,000 a month. Now, multiply that times 12, that's $120,000 a year. That's over 6 figures just from rental income. If half of that, just half, if half of that is just for the mortgages, you're making $60,000 a year just from rental income. Guys, that's for 2-unit buildings. What if you went 4 units? What if you went 3 units? What if you had an entire apartment complex? That's why everyone is getting into this. So sorry, it's getting blurry, but either way, that means it must be time to wrap this video up. But listen, thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I promise you I got more stuff coming. And but either way, I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like to be a landlord. But either way, I'll put the link down below because I did the 1.5-hour training. If you guys missed it, it's only $35, and I'll answer any questions that you guys have. But it's a video I did, and it was awesome. So yeah, no problem. You guys have a good one. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon.